Coming up, can a bottle of this really fix your stringing issues? Let's find out. Hey everybody, Chris Sergeant Taz here, and before I start this, I did get a bottle of 3D Print Lube for free to test out to see if I could solve some stringing issues on my Ender 3 Pro. So let's get into, did it work? How'd the test perform? Is it worth the investment? Now, honestly, between over this time and trying to figure out if it's worth it or not, we're always thinking about, is there too much moisture in your filament? Why would I add oil? That was my question. And I was chatting with a friend, Paul, from the maker of 3D Print Lube, and we were talking about stringing issues on the Ender 3 Pro and other printers as well. I haven't tested it out fully yet on my other 2 printers, or actually my other 3 printers, to see if it did the improvement, because he's primarily set up the code right now for the Ender 3 and Ender 5s. So I did his initial test print, which is this one, which you can see large amounts of stringing. These are all the same settings. Just to keep in mind that I didn't change any of the settings that I had. I just used the 3D Print Lube and the little oiler that he provides the STL for with a sponge to see if it worked. So ran the first test print. Then he recommends that you make another print, which I did a test cube. In between the print to make sure it was working. Then I actually did this one after using the Print Lube. Now there is a bit of stringing, really tiny bit. I don't know if it's hard to see, but there is slight, but nowhere near the amount on this one. So here's your comparison. This is without the lube. This is with using the lube. Like I said, there's slight stringing, and he also recommended that I run another test print just to see that it was getting through the whole system. So my last print that I did was this one, and you can see I did get a little bit of stringing, but nowhere. I mean, they're pretty good in my opinion. I mean, it's hard to make it, but as you can see, the lube did seem to actually make a significant improvement in what I was getting. So I actually been running this on my prints. I've seemed to get better quality of prints out of it. So overall, I'm thinking that this did make an improvement, even though I almost had skepticism in my mind that, yeah, I don't know, how is that going to help? Here we have his link page. What you want to do is actually, give an overview, give it a look. He actually has a spot where you can actually do his testing. So let's get to that. Have your instruction page, tells you how to do it, just in case what I went over doesn't work for you or you're not sure. He goes over it a little bit better. Taking the challenge is over here and read more. And he also provides his own videos of testing that he's done. So it also lines out what printers he's used it on for his evaluations. and pretty much how to do it, and all the STLs to make your own test prints and see if it works for you. They smell or smoke. Like when I used canola oil and tried this before, it worked. Don't get me wrong. But you don't seem to get as much temperature as you could. So using regular PLA is not an issue with either or. But if you're going to do like PETG or PC, where you're going to use the higher temperatures, you're probably going to want to use this instead, because you're not going to get the odor or the burning off smell you get from canola oil. So overall, I would recommend it. I think it's worth the investment to improve your prints. It also has the benefit of, if you have an all metal hot end, it'll what we call seasoning it a bit, because everyone wants to throw an all metal hot end on these machines and don't realize that you need to take a couple extra steps when you get one. You're eliminating the lining, the PTFE lining in your printed, in your actual printing itself. So what happens is you get resistance from the all metal. So you get it where it kind of like gunks up inside and doesn't smoothly exit through your extruder. And we all tell everybody use some canola oil to season it and get it running through. This, a couple of drops in your sponge after you get it set up, you don't have to worry. They recommend about every 5 prints. I'd agree with that assessment. 6 to 8 drops to get you started, and no more of this. I don't know how else to, do the print yourself. Test out the demo that he provides. He provides the files for you, so give it a look, give it a shot. If you like what you see, the links are going to be in the description, so check out the site, try it out. I like it. I think it did the job I wanted to do, and I'm going to add it to every printer I use, just because of the fact that I get irritated when I do a small tiny part and I get a ton of stringing that I got to clean up and work out afterwards. So overall, against my line of thinking, this actually does work. So give it a look, give it a shot. Give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for subbing, I appreciate it, and see ya.